Good afternoon, it's Jan from Twink Stamping. I'm an independent UK demonstrator. I've come along today as promised to create with you some cards using the lovely background paper that I've created on Wednesday's video. Now I will admit to you I'm on about take 55 of this video. I've kept messing things up, so I actually had to stamp this all over again, but it's the same. I can promise you it's the same. I've added a few more of the smaller flowers because when I was making the other cards up, I noticed it in some of the cards there were quite a bit of white space. There was quite a bit of white space, so I decided that I've just had a few more. Anyway, it's done now. I'm using the Orchid Oasis, which is a strange colour because I can't make up my mind whether it's purple or whether it's blue. It's purple blue. It is. One minute I look at it and think that's blue, and then I look again and then no, that's purple. So you're going to have to see it in real life before you can make your own decision. I'm going to show you it up against blue. So that is Starry Sky, and this is Orchid Oasis. Now, yes, you can tell that is definitely blue. It's a nice colour actually. It's not quite navy, but it's not far off navy. Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference there, that's blue, and that looks a bit purple, but that also looks blue to me. So make your own mind up when you see it in real life. Yeah, anyway, I thought it was a very pretty colour, so I decided that I was going to use that, and I'm going to use it alongside the Orchid Oasis A4 cardstock. All the cards will be backed or matted and layered with this cardstock, okay, so that it is literally just Orchid Oasis and white. That's it, nothing else, other than, of course, glitter. I was just thinking to myself, actually, when I picked up my pot of glitter, when my ladies used to first come to me, they knew that they were going to be putting glitter on a card. They just knew it, because I always used glitter. I just love glitter. And then when the Wink of Stella pens came out, I stopped using it. So I decided today I'm going to find somewhere that I'm going to use the glitter, because I've missed it. I've missed it. I actually used it on some cards that we made in our class last week. Just a tiny little bit on some leaves, and it changed the look of the card, and I remembered exactly why I liked using glitter. So I've got a pot that I need to use up. Stampin' Up no longer do this Dazzling Diamonds glitter, but I want to use it up. I'm not going to waste it. I'm sure, I am almost, I wouldn't say 100% sure, but I'm sure the majority of you have glitter in your stash that you like to use. So I'm going to use it anyway. I'm going to only be making a couple or 3 cards, just excuse me, depends on how long I've got. The cards have been made. I have made them previously in pink, using another stamp set that, well, it's the same stamp set but a different stamp, just to see how the cards looked, and I love the look of the cards. So I'm replicating them now in blue on camera, so that I've got a contrast of the colours. Anyway, waffle. So like I said, I am going to be using the Orchid Oasis cardstock. Now, I've already cut all my papers that I need for the back. How do I explain this? This is the only bit I've left to do. I've cut my card blanks, which are always, not always, these cards. 2 of them are in white, and they're 14.8 by 21, scored at 10.5 along the 21 centimetre side. So that is your base card. And I've done one in Orchid Oasis in the same measurements, 14.8 by 10.5, the card, that is your card base. Then I've made mats for the 3 of them, and the blue mat, this mat is 14.3 by 10. Okay, by 10, 14.3 by 10. So your base is, I'll show you the blue one, your base is 14.8 by 10.5. Now that's either blue or white, and your base is, so let's start again. You need 3 base cards today, 3. 2 of them are going to be white at 14.8 by 10.5. One of them is going to be blue, 14.8 by 10.5. Okay, that's that. You're going to need 2 mats at 14.3 by 10 centimeters. You need 2 of those. You're going to need you're then going to need a silver card. Now I've just got a bit of silver foil, not silver foil, foil. Oh, I've shown you everything around. So the silver foil is the same size mat as your blue mat at 14.3 by 10. Right, that's that out of the way. Then you're going to need your papers, okay? Because I know that they are 14.3 by 10, I'm going to go down in 0.5 centimetre increments. If you're doing this in inches, you would probably go down in either 1/8 of an inch or even 1/4 of an inch. That is entirely up to you. So this piece now is going to be, I've got to choose, I'm going to cut it in half, well, almost in half, and it's going to be for my base, for one of my cards, not a base at all. All right, I'm going to stop talking so much because I'm sure I must be confusing you. So I'm going to cut this at 13.8 because I've gone down 0.5 centimeters from my mat, my blue mat or my silver mat. So it's 13.8 and cut. I'm going to turn it now. This I need 1 full piece for one of my cards, which will probably be that one, and I'm going to cut that at 9.5 again because my mat is, it's the wrong mat, that one. It's this one, I think. Yes, it's this one. So this is how this one's going to look. That's your mat. Okay, so that's the first piece. The piece I've got left over, I'm going to cut at, I need 1 piece at 5 centimeters and another piece at whatever's left over. So I'm going to go with this one for now. Now, which way do I want it? Quite like it like that. So I'm going to cut the 5 off first because I'm going to use that on a different card that we're not making today. And this piece here is on my second card. Okay, so what have I done? I have cut 2 pieces, 3 pieces. I've cut 1 like this, and then I have cut 2 pieces. Oh, I've cut this piece like this in half. Okay, now that is going to make up the 3 cards, and all you've done is literally cut your A4 sheet in half. I'm sorry, I reckon I've really muddled you all. I really do, and I do apologise. you're left with this, which is something that we're going to be working on another day, because I've got my ideas about what I'm going to do with that one. Okay, so for today we're going to just use these pieces. Okay, let's pop that to one side. Then I'm going to bring in my base cards. Let's take this out of the way. I'm going to bring in my base card. We'll do one at a time. Now this one is the first one, and this is going to just be sat on here. Okay, and you are going to let's keep them there because I'll lose them, because there's a lot of stuff on my desk today. You're going to adhere these together, and then we're going to put a sentiment on there, and that is literally going to be it for this card. I need to find me Tom. Oh, there it is. Make sure it's nice and clear. Really dubious about using Tombow on foil. I really should use double-sided tape. It's less mess, isn't it? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe not. I'm trying to get me nozzles blocked at the minute. Let's have a... Come on. Do apologise. I should have all this thing organised before I come on, shouldn't I? Come on to the video. I'll tell you what, it's a good job I'm not live. As I say, I've tried. This is like take 55, as I say, because I keep starting the video, turning it off, starting it, turning it off. Right, I'm going to layer that up onto, you can see my roof now, on the silver card. Layer that on. That's not too bad. I'm not going to faff with it too much. One thing I see, I've already done it. One thing I absolutely hate about foil card is, and I shouldn't use it really, is that you get marks on it with your glue, if you've got gluey fingers, which I did have. So, just get a bit of tissue. Just going to wipe that. And hopefully it won't notice. I think it'll be hidden, to be honest. So I've got the base on. Now I'm going to pop this on. I don't know which way up I want it, actually. That way, I think. Yes, let's get on with it. Let's just get on with it. How are you all enjoying the sunshine? Isn't it lovely? I know it's a little bit chilly. I mean, it's certainly chilly up on the hill here. The wind is quite nippy, but isn't it just lovely having some sunshine? It's so awful when it's grey and drab. Do you know what? I was holding my breath then when I was doing that. Yeah, it's horrible when it's all grey and horrible outside, because it makes you feel miserable. I'm sure I suffer from that thing called SAD. You know, where you're affected by the winter weather. But the sun's, as I say, the sun's been shining for about a week or more now. Fabulous. Love it. Okay, I'm not going to do the sentiment yet. I'm going to just stick everything down first with all the other cards. Okay, so that'll be the first one. There will be a sentiment on there with a label. Let me have a look. I could show you this one, but yeah, I'll show you this one. This is my pink version. I've just put, I'm thinking of you. There's quite a few occasions where you might need that. I've added a few sequins, and I don't know if you can see, but no, it's not going to catch it. This card is incredibly, there you go, there it is, incredibly sparkly all over the card. I flicked it with Wink of Stella, and that's gold foil I've used with the pink one. I've used the Delicate Dahlia there, and that's all I've used, and there's a lot of white space on that one. So that's the look I'm going for. As I say, I've not stamped anything yet. I thought I'd save that. Okay, now I'm going to do one more. Right, now you're going to need a white base, then you're going to need your blue mat, then you're going to need a piece of white cardstock, and it's going to measure 5 centimeters by, no, wait a minute, where am I? There we are. Your little piece, oh, it's there. Oh well, this is the one I've cut out previously. Yeah, it measures the same, doesn't matter. 5 centimeters by 13.8. Yeah, this piece is going to sit here, down the bottom here. Okay, and then move that over there, and then you're going to need a piece of white cardstock that's going to measure approximately 7 centimeters by 13.8. And what you're going to do is you're going to do a decorative edge. I've chosen to use this edge. Use whatever you've got in your stash. This unfortunately has been retired now, but I do like it. This was from the Seasonal Layers stamp set, with all the yeah, it was all different seasons on here, which was really nice, and it's there. That's the stamp I used. That's the die I used, but you can use any die you like just to give you a nice edge. You could, if you haven't got a die like that, you could draw a line about 1 centimetre from the bottom, and then every 1 centimetre go along on the bottom line and on the top line, matching them up. And then you could perhaps do point to point, you know, so that you've got a zigzaggy edge. You could try that. That would work as well. Yeah, just have a play. So this piece is going to sit on here like that. Now this is the design is from, as I say, from a young lady on our demonstrator website. I haven't copied her exactly. She's used other things, but the design itself. Okay, so that will go like that. Now, doesn't that look pretty? Doesn't that look pretty? Now, I will be glittering, etc. I love plain and simple, and to me, this is plain and simple. So I'm going to stick these down, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a flower from a strip of card. Now, you can do it using a die. You can do it by scoring at every 1/2 centimetre along a strip of an inch strip of card. Get an inch strip of card or paper or whatever you want, and then scoring it at every inch, and that will create what I'm going to be using in a minute. Oh, goodness me, I'm so confused today. I think I'm confusing you all, aren't I? This is a bad video today. I'm just going to shut up. It's so long since I've been doing these that, oh, I don't know. Stop making excuses. So I'm going to glue down the edges. Doesn't have to be all over. I'm going to pop that on there. Try and give it the same border as your paper. Oh. Looks like slightly off there. That's better. Doesn't that look pretty? I think it looks gorgeous. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I've actually got a strip die that I can use. Now I'm going to cut it off of this. I'm going to cut an inch. Well, it's not even an inch. Let's measure it. Yes, it is. It's an inch. An inch strip down the side. And I'm going to cut it off of this. Okay, let's do that. And I'm going to try and create a flower. I'm going to try. I could try and make it on here so that you can see. So you're going to be, where's my little, every ½ centimetre. This could take a while, ladies. I have got a die, but I thought it would only be fair for me to show you how to do it on here. Every ½ centimetre. So that was 3, wasn't it? 3½, so we're down to 4. Oops. I put a new thing out on my bird feeder. Guess what? The squirrel's eating it. Not the food, the feeder. I can't believe. So what I've started doing now is I'm not using that feeder. Obviously it's broken, but I've decided I'm not putting, I am putting some peanuts scattered on the grass where I know that he comes along, because he comes along the fence and as a peer in the garden, and then he comes in. He, I did say peer, I didn't say anything else. It sounded like pea. Yeah, so he's, unless I spend 30 quid on one of these squirrel proof ones, I don't think I'm going to win. Which is a little bit annoying, to say the least. But hey ho. Now I'm not sure if this is governed by length, you know. Oops. Nearly there, ladies. Let's turn it round. Do this bit. Oh, I did that at 1 then, didn't I? I need to do it at 1/2. God dear. I'm sorry. I'm too lazy. He's lazy to edit my videos. My son, who came over from America, told me that I must do TikToks and things, videos. But you know what? I haven't got time. I really haven't got time, because one job that I really don't like doing is editing my videos. You know that what you see is what you get from me. I don't edit it. I might do 20,000 takes till I am happy with what I've done, but I don't edit. Too much faff. So I'm not sure I'll ever go live, you know, because I'm always terrified that I'm going to do something wrong. Anyway, so then all you do is you go along and you fold your crease lines. Now, I'm not sure that one's, I'm going to do it this end first. So you just concertina them, just folding every score line. Let's hope this works, eh? Let's put my hands down here a bit. Don't you see all my old hands? Whoops. I think I might have used Whisper White Thick here. Whisper White, Basic White Thick card here. Not a good idea. I can't have done. Maybe it just feels thicker. Having a bit of trouble with this one. I hope this works after all this. Otherwise I will be editing it. Because I'm not doing it all again. I just thought it might be a nice idea to show you how to do these yourself. So, because they're not difficult. The only difficult bit is, and I will be honest, is when you're trying to flick it over. When you've... Come on now. Right, let's see if I can put it all together. And I'm not sure if you have to have a certain length. So I always, well, not always, but a lot of the time I use a die for this. I will get it, ladies. I will. This is making me even more determined to do it now. Right. So, okay. So now you've got the two ends. You need it so that one end goes over the top of the other. So this bit actually is a bit redundant. I'm just going to snip that bit off. Okay, because you want it to go like that. So I'm going to pop a little bit of Tombow in there. Hope this works. So I would normally, most definitely, use my die, and I think it's because it's a faff and it takes some time and patience to do this. Right, I'm just going to leave that for a second and have a quick slurp of my coffee, which is almost cold now. Right, I'm going to try and attempt it. So what you do is you kind of sort of turn it inwards and then push it down. Now, how pretty does that look? Whoops. Hey, how pretty is that? So what you do next, it's not quite dry there, so I'm a bit frightened of moving that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch out a small circle. What am I going to put on top of that? There's no point in me trying to stop it from bouncing back up. So I'm going to put a circle behind, and I think all my circle punches are indoors. Typical. So what am I going to use? I don't want a great big, no, I do not want a great big one. I do a lot of crafting indoors at night, so I tend to take a lot of my stuff in with me, but it does mean that if I want something, it's not always out here. Yes, I'm very, very lucky I have a craft room indoors as well as my studio out here, so I can play in the evenings as well. Right, I'm not sure this is going to be big enough, to be honest. Otherwise, I'm just going to cut which might be an even better idea. Just cut a piece like that, and I'm going to pop some glue on there. Okay, now what I want to do, the aim of the game is to get this onto that, okay, to try and stick it together. Now, whether this works or not, I really don't know. I would have got my hot glue gun out. Normally that's what I use to put these together because it's quick. You haven't got to stand here with your finger on it. But what do you think of that? That looks fab, doesn't it? Yeah, I hope I can keep it. Oh, look. Oh, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my hot glue gun on, and then I'm going to, we'll do that in a minute. Because I'm really pleased with the look of that. That's not going to work, is it, Jen? For goodness sake. I'm really pleased with the look of that. And it definitely needs hot glue. So just leave that to one side for a minute. Let's get rid of them. I'm just going to grab my hot glue. I can't show you it because it's in an atrocious state. My hot glue gun. It's well loved. And it's a bit messy. One of my favourite things to do is crafting with the hot glue gun. I love it at Christmas when we're making things. We make, oh, plug that in. Right, it's all plugged in, so when that's heated up, we'll do that bit. Okay, so that'll be going on this card here, and then we'll do a sentiment for that card. Okay, so that'll be 2, so that's 2 ready for the sentiment. I will show you the pink one completed. That's the pink one I've completed, and I've used my die for that one with the pink vellum, sparkly vellum, which is beautiful. And then I've just added some rhinestones on there and a sentiment. Beautiful. That's the look I'm aiming for, say when the hot glue gun is done. Right, the next job, the next card is very similar. Okay, ladies, I'm sorry about that. My phone was ringing and it was a nonsense call. Don't you just hate those calls? So it now meant that I had to edit this video. After just saying I don't edit videos, I decided that there's no way that I was going to restart this video and do it all over again. One upside is that the glue gun is nice and hot, so now I can show you how I've put together. Just get me silicone mat here. Show you how I put this together. Hopefully it's a little tiny bit fiddly. Well, not a tiny bit fiddly, it's very fiddly. First of all, I'm going to make sure, I'm not sure if I'm even in shot. I'm trying to hold it with my fingers. I'm not going to be able to do this. I could do with another pair of hands. Thing is, I don't want to burn myself. So I'm going to pop loads of glue there, which I've done. Hopefully that will keep it together. And oh, I'm going to stick a bit of this card. Now it's moving, so oh, it's moving. I'm going to stick that bit of card over the top, like that. I've squashed all the glue in. Let's see how this works. May not work, but I'm hoping it is. Right, turn that over. Well, it looks pretty done to me. If I can just hold that there. The glue has come through. I don't care about that. What I'm going to do is cut a piece of this off. No, I don't really want to use that, do I? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some silver, a silver circle on there, and I'll probably do that a bit later. But for now, the flower has worked. Now, I think that is pretty good, don't you? It looks like one of those old-fashioned plates or it's a bit Chinesey to me, but it's worked. So you can do it. You can make your own, just scoring every half a centimetre. I don't know what that would work out in. Let's have a look. It's half a centimetre is probably just over 1/8 of an inch. If you score every 1/8 of an inch, mind you, that's a bit small. Maybe 3/16 of an inch, or even 1/4 of an inch. Make it a little bit fatter, wouldn't it? But yeah, we did it. We did it. I'm quite pleased with myself now. Even though I'm blooming annoyed that they've phoned up. So annoyed. Don't you just hate it? Your phone, my phone never rings. And yet, whenever I'm filming, it rings. So, like I say, I'm going to put, maybe. And then that'll be within keeping of the colours, won't it? For now, it's staying as it is because I want that. Do you know what? I'm not gonna complete this third card. We're gonna do that another day because I've been on here far too long now, and I need to be getting on with dinner and things like that. But I'm sure you need to be getting on with other things too. Oh, I love that. Love it, love it, love it. I could go around the edges there with blue to define it. But I think that looks gorgeous. I really do. I'm gonna have that there, I think. And then I shall put a sentiment on there. So there'll be 2 cards that we've done. So we'll get the sentiment. Now I'm going to put what am I going to put? I wanted thinking of you because I do like I'm thinking of you. Oh, I've got one made there, look. Oh, that would be pretty good going, wouldn't it? But it's in black. I'm not sure I want it in black because it's I'm changing the colour, aren't I? I've said I want to keep the same colour. Right, so I'm thinking of you is there. Now, I'm thinking of you on the other one. Oh no, I've got happy birthday on the other one. So we'll do that. Do you know, I haven't done stamping live for a little while. Bit nervous I am in case I don't get it straight. I'm always watching my ladies having to struggle to do things straight. Mind you, with photopolymer stamps, it's much easier, isn't it, to see if something's straight or not. I've got a spare piece of white card here, which just so happens to be, oh, I've got another thin piece here. That looks even better. That means I haven't got a lot of cutting to do. Always keep my strips of card that I've cut off things because they are perfect for this. The trouble is it sticks to my finger. I'm trying to get it straight. No matter. Right. Let's see if I can mess this up. So I'm so annoyed that those people phoned me. All it was confirming my eye appointment. That was it. They've only just given me the appointment, and I made the appointment. So it's obvious that I'm still going. Oops. Right, you might get the back of my head on this. Apologies if you do. If I don't like it, I can change it. I can do it again. Perfect. Look at that colour. That is gorgeous. That is really gorgeous. Just quickly wipe my stamp. Take that one off. grab this one. We'll do this one up this end. I never seem to get this one quite as straight though. Oh, well, you won't if it looks like that. Talking to myself. I'm looking forward to May's classes. Love doing my classes. I love seeing all the ladies and creating with them. Now this one, always. Am I still in shot? Yeah. Happy birthday always seems to go a bit wonky. I wish they'd just give you a straight edge. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with them. Wow. First time. Unbelievable. Right. So those can be cut. They can be trimmed. They're going to be trimmed close. I didn't trust myself doing it by hand, because you know what would happen, don't you? I'd go too far and it'd be a disaster. Okay, so there we have it. Happy birthday. I'm gonna layer these onto blue, and again, you see, I have saved some blue. Now this may or may not work. Oh, look at that. Is that too thin? What do you think? It would be handy if it worked. It might work, you know, because it doesn't have to be a lot, does it? I'm going to try. If it don't work, it don't work. So just pop a bit of glue on the back of here. So I'm very sorry if I made the instructions confusing. I will try and put some direct instructions on the blog, which is www.twinksstamping.co.uk. Yeah, I'll try and write out all the instructions, or certainly I might not do the whole instructions, but I will give you the measurements so that you know what you're doing. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now, what have I done with thinking of you? Oh, it's there. Now, is this going to fit the same? It should do, shouldn't it? It's from the same piece of card. But it's whether it's been cut straight, that's the thing. That'll do. That'll do me. I'm not bothered about it sticking right out, because you'll be able to see that it's blue underneath. Oops. Oh, that's just this one. I bet my husband's getting hungry, because I've had to restart the video. I'm out here a bit longer than I would normally be out here. Oh well, never mind. That'll do. That'll do. That is, I'm happy with that as well. And that one's just going to go on there. And that's just going to be a nice plain simple card. I think that would be great as a sympathy card. Don't you? I think that's very, yes, it's plain, but I like plain and simple. And how easy was that to do? As I say, and the lovely thing is that you know that you've made this from scratch, and everything is made by you. Obviously the stamps are not yours, but You know what I mean? You've created this background. Oops. Just tiny drop of glue on the back of each of these, just in case I don't get it quite straight. Check which way the card opens. You could, if you wanted to, have it that way, but I'm just going to have it here, I think. I love that. I really love that. I shall probably, I might not put glitter on that I'm thinking of you, because that might not be quite appropriate. I mean, I will use a bit of Wink Stella on the flowers, but only a small piece. Let's have a look. I love the way it makes the ink darker. This will just be enough, I think. I think this one's running out. No. I must have another one somewhere. There's always a spare hanging around. So there's just a smattering of sparkle on that one. Not sure if you can see it. Just a little bit. Very subtle everywhere. But I think that would make a nice sympathy card. Nice plain and simple sympathy card. Right, we're back to this one. I do love that. I really do. Might not be everybody's taste, but the fact that I've made it myself, I'm very happy with that. Not quite sure whether I want it that way or that way. I might just have that down there like that. Shame that's there really, because it looks... Gonna pop it there. So you just put your glue on the... I've got strings all over it now. Whoops. No, I'm not going to get it on my fingers. That's it. That's the only trouble when you use hot glue. All the stringy bits. So it proves that you can make these yourself. You do not need a die to make one. I'm going to move that over a bit. I didn't know I was going to be teaching you how to do that today. And I'm going to pop this one down here. Lovely. And then I'm going to get my gems out. So I'm definitely going to put a silver circle on there. Just a little one. I wonder if I've got one. I'm pretty sure I took it indoors. Oh, I'm so annoyed with myself that everything's indoors. I didn't think to myself that normally I carry them around, you know, but I got fed up with my bag weighing a ton with all these different dyes and things in my bag. No, I'm going to leave that right there. Where's my gems? I love my gems. I have so many. I have so many different gems. Let's get these ones out. Aren't they beautiful? Do you know, they are so gorgeous. Look at that. Look, blue. Oh, they're so pretty. Not using those ones though. Them ones are called the Iridescent Rhinestone Basic Jewels. They are absolutely gorgeous. They're for special. Right, I'm using me normal rhinestones. Which, oh, where did that one go? Is it that one? Yeah. So I'm just going to pop that on the scallops. As I say, please do try other shapes. I could have actually shown you how to do the zigzag one, but no. Now, shall I do one on the edges? Shall I do one each edge? I think so. Oh, these are slippery things. Saying when you think that you've made this from scratch, makes it all the more special. Got a little bit of paper there, which I don't really want it to show, but I don't suppose anyone's going to notice that. One there. I perhaps didn't need these ones, you know. Too late now. Yeah, look at that. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. It looks so much better in the flesh, though. I'm just wondering if this would be big enough to go on there. Not sure I like that, but it'll do for now. So there you go. Look at that beauty. I think it looks gorgeous. I don't know whether anyone else would think of it like that, but I love it. I absolutely love it. I think now in hindsight, I would perhaps make the flower, oops, wrong bag. I would perhaps make the flower slightly smaller. Maybe not an inch wide, maybe do it at 3/4 of an inch so that this piece would be thinner. But I didn't know. I didn't know whether it had worked properly. I've only made them a few times. And the other thing you could do, of course, is actually emboss this white piece of card. You could either have, you know, very subtle, it's called subtles. Yeah, you could emboss that. So there you go. I'm sorry that everything's been a bit muddled. I hate it when the phone rings. I hate it because it just completely throws me. But I will give you proper instructions on how to create these. As I say, I'm happy with them. That's just 2 of them. I've got a few more that I'm going to show you, and that'll be at another time. But thanks again for stopping by and putting up with me. I can't believe that things go wrong. Well, I can believe that things go wrong. So the phone never rings. Oh, well, hardly ever rings. Typical. Anyway, doesn't matter now. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to put this video together. Otherwise, you'll just have 2 little videos that are next to each other. Yeah, anyway. All details down below how you can contact me. If you've liked and subscribed, which you might not have done, just click the red button. All right. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye-bye now.